are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Here's Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down, Raiders.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
The ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, it's Jacobs.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. First down, Raiders. Carr to Waller. Jacobs now. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Buying time to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Is good.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Raiders 3, Steelers 0.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Edwards-Helaire. He finds an opening past the 40. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Handed inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Las Vegas.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Ebron caught left side. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Las Vegas, 1st down.
Now a carry for Jacobs. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Fitzpatrick on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive.
1st down.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
13 yards.
That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. Shotgun now for Carr. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tyrell Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Raiders 17. Steelers 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second and 14.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
From the gun, Winston. And the Raiders have got him. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Their own 15-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he stopped immediately there. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up second down at the Raiders' 33-yard line.
Second and 5.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. March 54.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Steeler. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The tackle made by Joe Hayden.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
24-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. McCann's kick up and good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Well, see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
Right there.
Winston now. And Winston lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Running is Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
That catch good for only a couple.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Ready? Blue lady. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
34-yard line.
Jameis now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league.
And down he goes, brought down around Raiders sack. Max Crosby in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. This is taken at the 15. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Their own 46-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Play action, now it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 5.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helps.
Raiders 17.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Throwing now is Carr. The quick slant caught. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
They'll take over first.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still
And it's intercepted at the goal line. T.J. Green with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
25 yards that time. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. The 30. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
On for the point after.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit. And time fading. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool. 78 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Raiders 31, Steelers 17.
McCann's got it teed up. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Marcus May with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It's a gain of 6 there on first.
Up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53. That QB's trash. Let's go. 53's the mark.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Completion here to Claypool. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54.
Play action now, Winston. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 38, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
For the point after.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory.
And the Raiders have got him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
It's 4th down.
Off the play fake, Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And that will write a finish to this ball game.